How can you still get your travel fix while being safe? Well, we went to a creative young Virginia travel expert for some answers.
Like many people, I was just like, especially working in the travel space, like, what the heck am I going to do?
Gabby Beckford is known as a Gen Z travel expert. At 25, she's passionate about zipping around the world and just left a full-time engineering gig to make traveling her life. But right when she made the switch, that's when she found coronavirus covering the globe instead of her. So she set out for a new destination, her home state of Virginia.
But I wanted to do it in a safe and responsible way, especially with a platform I knew I didn't want to advocate travel if it was irresponsible or dangerous. So I did my research.
The staycation was packed full of new experiences, from horseback riding in Charlottesville to viewing an outdoor play in Stanton and rock climbing in Richmond to kayaking in St. Giles County.
I would never, ever been able to guess how diverse a landscape of cultures, of foods that just one state could have.
And as far as keeping safe, she always recommends bringing all of your tools like masks, sanitizers, and even your own pillows. Plus, she says to reach out ahead of time to ask any questions.
Some things that I've seen in the road trip that just stood out to me were limited occupancy rules, policies. So if you are staying in a room, it's been empty for 3 days prior, just to help mitigate the risk of transmission of the disease. I'm not afraid to call ahead and ask the restaurant, so how many people do you have at the restaurant as of now? I'll admit that I was nervous before I went, like, just how good different parts of Virginia, is it going to be like in different states? But I'll just say cohesively, Virginia has done an amazing job.
She encourages everyone to hit the road and give staycations another try.
It's having an open mind and talking to local people and, just taking every moment to pause and be mindful. And that's the spirit of travel. And that can be done in your own backyard.
And you can find more of her tips for safe travels online. We'll have that link up at WSA9.com.